covering every county. This is your statewide newscast, Arkansas Today.
Good afternoon. I'm Mallory Brooks. Thanks for joining us for Arkansas Today on this Wednesday afternoon. Tens of millions of Americans hitting the roads and taking to the skies today for the Thanksgiving holiday, but a series of winter storms causing flight delays and traffic headaches across the country. NBC's Sarah Dolliff has more now from Chicago's O'Hare International Airport.
This Thanksgiving, it's a perfect storm of record-breaking travel.
We are projecting that 55 million Americans will be traveling more than 50 miles away from home.
And severe weather. Two storms targeting travelers in the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, and West Coast, bringing rain, high winds, and snow, marching step in step with holiday traffic in the air and on the ground. 49 million Americans are expected to drive.
I'll have about 36 hours of windshield time.
Most expected to leave this evening when storms are forecasted to be moving through parts of the West, Midwest, and Northeast.
Yeah, my first tip is to leave yesterday.
Experts suggesting drivers go slow.
Nobody wants to spend their Thanksgiving dealing with a crash in a hospital or making those phone calls to loved ones.
Airports will also be overflowing.
I'm probably going to have a large glass of wine before my flight.
With 4.5 million passengers expected to fly this holiday, the storms could create a domino effect of delays.
So it's important that viewers across the country stay tuned to their local weather reports, but also look and check on the weather at any connecting cities and your final destination.
Still, millions committed to weathering the weather.
We all meet at my grandparents' house.
We're all in it. Yeah, we all got to do it.
To and from the Thanksgiving table. Sarah Dolliff, NBC News.
Sarah, thank you. And while you're out and about this holiday season, be safe. Today through Sunday, December 1st, law enforcement will be on the road strictly enforcing the click it or ticket law. It's designed to save lives by making sure drivers and passengers are wearing their seatbelts. If you're not seen not wearing your seatbelt, you risk your safety and getting a pricey ticket. The city of Texarkana, Arkansas just announced two big events may be canceled next year, Mardi Gras and Rail Fest. The previous sponsor of Mardi Gras and Rail Fest, Town Square Media, says the move to pull away from the events was a business decision. Each year, the city spends about $5,000 on Mardi Gras and $7,000 on Rail Fest. Sponsors usually cover more than 50% of the cost. City manager Dr. Kenny Haskin says he's remaining optimistic someone will step up to help.
That these two events will more than likely not take place next year if we don't secure another sponsor, volunteer group, or nonprofit that's out there who's willing to step up and partner with us to make sure that these two events come true.
Several of the community members have stated the news is disheartening to them. Officials in Fort Smith meeting to discuss the fate of the River Valley Sports Complex. City Administrator Carl Gethkin tells us the city put the land up for bid and did receive one, but it was significantly lower than the original appraisal. Today, the Board of Directors meeting to discuss how to get the most money out of it. The hope is to use the profits to improve a different park.
Back as much as we can, but move on, because holding on to the River Valley Sports Complex land is something that costs us time and money.
Gethkin says the board would like to do another appraisal to see if it would be closer to the received bid. A new federal grant aims to help people with disabilities find a place to live. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development announces more than $700,000 in funding for Arkansas public housing agencies. The Housing Authority of Fort Smith received 56 housing choice vouchers totaling more than $160,000. These vouchers will be given to people with disabilities so they can have affordable housing.
When people are taken out of the community, that the community loses the benefit of their gifts. And that we're all better if we can find ways where we can include all of our neighbors and everyone that we share this community with. But housing and affordability are certainly barriers to that I think aren't always considered.
The housing vouchers will specifically help people who are at serious risk of being homeless. The other two housing authorities awarded funding are in Little Rock and Conway. Walmart is shedding some light on its Black Friday deals a little early. We were offered a sneak peek at what to expect this year. Take a look. Shoppers can find deals on many hot items like Instant Pots, Apple AirPods, and smart TVs. Walmart's Director of Global Communications, Stephen Carter, says while customers search for the perfect gift for everyone on their shopping list, convenience is a top priority for shoppers.
We're going to offer things like associates throughout the store to do checkout with me, which gives the ability for customers to check out right then and there and not have to get their product and go all the way to the line.
Carter also says you can make the trip more seamless by using the map feature on the Walmart app. It will take you within 4 feet of the gift you're looking for in store. As in recent years, Walmart's in-store Black Friday sale starts at 6 p.m. local time on Thanksgiving. Online deals start even earlier at 9 o'clock. This is Arkansas Turkey Week. In honor of that, Gertrude the turkey came to the Capitol yesterday. She highlights Arkansas being third in the nation for turkey production. In fact, we're told every whole butterball turkey sold at Thanksgiving and Christmas comes from Arkansas.
This always brings memories back to me of growing up on the farm, and we didn't have all the turkeys, but we raised poultry, and doing that and seeing how it's grown in our state as to one of our leading industries as part of agriculture, it is really important for us to celebrate this.
11% of all turkey sold in the U.S. comes from our state. The two Arkansas turkey producers, Butterball and Cargill, bring $4.6 billion to the state and 20,000 jobs.